Hello and welcome to Arguing Ever After. I am Luke, and this is my fancy bride, Amber.
Hello.
Together, we're the Lord and Lady who lock horns,
The Count and Countess of Contention,
the Duke and Duchess of Disagreement,
and the King and Queen of Quarrels. In this podcast, we bicker about all things, big and small, and the audience vote determines who the winner is.
Many of our topics are frequently submitted by our listeners, which we like and enjoy. We would love for you to send them to us at arguingeverafter@gmail.com.
Yeah, we would. That'd be awesome. Because we have topics, like we say, but we'd love some new ideas.
You will see a brand new original idea today that will blow your minds.
I'm
just saying.
Blow your minds. Blow your minds. In honor of episode 38.
I have a joke that it will blow whole your minds.
Wow, you'll get that. But for this episode on number 38, we are
38.
I don't know how we're doing that.
That's a lot.
We have some other, I guess, podcast friends who are on break for their season 2. And I thought, man, that's a smart idea to be a little break for season 2. But I feel like we'd lose steam. And they have 3.
I like talking to you once a week.
Yeah.
Not so much over there.
Well, no.
Does it feel like it's too much work for you?
No, but like some days. Today, I've had a little sinusy thing, and so if you hear it, there's certainly. Also, we could build up our.
Yeah, we just got to put a couple of in the kitty.
Again, yep.
Couple of backup episodes.
But we can't because the audience wants what the audience wants.
That's true.
And our audience, again, is growing.
It is.
It is growing. Like we like to do, we are going to say hello to our 2 new states, which are...
Kentucky.
Yes.
And New Hampshire.
Yes, and we also did a little research about them.
I remember one thing.
Okay, let's hear it.
The motto of the great state of New Hampshire is live free or die.
I knew that was a state motto, but I didn't know it was their state motto.
Makes sense that it would be one of the 13 original colonies.
And I learned something that actually
Wait, is it one of the 13 original?
Probably.
I mean, it's in the right area.
I think it must be.
Boston, New York, New Hampshire.
Yeah, I'm real sure.
I don't think Maine was.
I don't know.
Virginia was.
But.
Sorry.
Again, this is an opportunity where we could educate folks.
Okay.
But
sometimes I just rabble on.
But I was going to educate folks on something I was misinformed, and you were misinformed
Tell me
about
it.
What we learned about the other state was that it is the birthplace, Kentucky.
Yes.
Is the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln.
And Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yes. And imagine that. I don't know why. I was like, of course they are. Of course they are. But I always thought that old Lincoln was born in Illinois, but he must have just lived there for a long time. Or maybe he was a border baby.
Maybe.
I don't know.
All I know is he liked to chop wood when he was angry.
Is that what he did?
Yeah.
Huh.
Do you know what else he did? Wrote angry letters and then never sent them on purpose.
I didn't know that about him.
It was a way for him to cope with, the pressures of his presidency. I guess he did it too when he was a lawyer, before.
Interesting.
He would write angry letters and just keep them. It's not a terrible idea.
I didn't.
You just get it all out on paper.
Yeah.
All your whatever, rage and fury, and then just put it in a drawer.
Well, I mean, the main things I think of when I think of Abraham Lincoln is his wife, Mary Lincoln Todd.
That's one of the main things. Okay, I do not. I mean, I apologize to you and everyone.
Yeah, she was very obsessed with clairvoyancy.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe this is why I've not heard much about her specifically.
Well, yeah.
Could she not have been slightly more clairvoyant on the night he got shot?
No, she wasn't. She liked
she was into it.
She was into
She wanted Miss Cleo.
Yes, she
to
did.
help her out.
She did. She wanted Miss
Okay.
Cleo. She was calling her
Okay.
now.
Called me now.
But it was a scandal, right?
It was?
Yeah, I know. So that's why it's not the largest known fact about them. They had to hide her.
I feel
And
like
she-
the larger known facts is that it's Lincoln.
Right, I know.
I'm just
But
saying.
she's not the only first lady who had an obsession with psychics. Did you know that Nancy Reagan also did? And they hid that too?
She may have actually been able to talk to the real Miss Cleo.
I bet you she, well,
Did their
yeah, of
timelines
course.
cross?
Yeah, yeah,
I feel like they do.
yeah.
Okay.
And-
now I want to know, and I wish we need that third device here on the ready to just start looking stuff up. Like, did Nancy Reagan ever talk to Miss Cleo? We got to know these things.
I don't know. But speaking of Miss Cleo, our little Miss Cleo,
The dog, for those of you who don't
Yep.
live in our house.
yep, she ate some of our homework.
She did. She's eaten actually a number of homeworks at this point.
Yes, but this one for our podcast. So
She also ate one of my writings.
She did. But if we were wrong about New Hampshire, I'm blaming the dog. If we've already
Yeah.
welcomed you, welcome back. But
In Kentucky, but I'm
no,
pretty sure
Kentucky's
we haven't.
new. I know we haven't.
Yeah.
So
So live free or die and Kentucky Fried Chicken.
yes. So those are very important.
I feel like Lincoln's a better claim to fame. Although Kentucky Fried Chicken is delicious.
It's everywhere. Also,
That's true.
You know, I mean, it's outlasted Lincoln. Look at it now.
That's true.
I mean, well, maybe
It's
not.
definitely older than him at this point.
Is it?
Yeah.
That actually I don't know, but it is more current than him.
For sure older than Lincoln.
Very relevant today. You can find him on street corners all over.
That's true.
Actually, that's worldwide. I feel
Is
like
it?
we saw. I feel like I've seen a KFC in Mexico.
You know what else I've seen in Mexico?
What have you seen in Mexico?
The ocean.
You've seen the ocean in Mexico?
I have.
I've also seen the ocean in Mexico. I would like to see the ocean again one day in Mexico.
You know what I'm really mad about?
No,
That I used all my time off for surgery.
I'm.
Well, it's not all my time off, but almost all my time off
I'm
for
kind of.
surgery. Happy for the surgery. My leg works again.
Yeah.
But it's spring break, literally like right now, like it starts tomorrow for our child.
No, it doesn't. Does it? Oh,
Oh,
after
maybe-
the end of the school day. Yes.
Tomorrow's Friday. That's right.
Yep.
And we got a whole week off of nothing.
We do have.
So vacation's expensive, so maybe it's for the best, but it's not for the best when your heart is in Mexico eating so much delicious food.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're back to eating fish again, which was our last episode.
It was.
I would eat so much fish.
Well, I think.
Let's just say screw it and go for it.
I mean, I wish that was an option, but I
not.
think we are
Why
kind
are we
of.
boring, responsible adults?
I don't know, but I think we kind of have to be. There's only so much you can do, and I think this is something that a lot of our audience will relate to. That they want to go on vacation, but they can't, whether it be time off or whether it be
I'm
finances.
disgusted with myself right now at how boring and old I am.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you're that boring and that old.
Well, thanks. Keep talking. This is a good side. Let's keep going.
That boring.
Let's
and that
dig in.
old. I didn't say
Please explain.
fully unboring and
Do
fully
tell. The audience is dying to hear what you have to say.
Well, that was period. I don't know if you're that boring. And
That was the end of the sentence. So it wasn't actually an affirmation that I was in fact not boring or old. It was that there's a chance I may not be.
yeah.
And you don't have any further evidence to present to the court.
I mean, I didn't know this was on trial today. I didn't know
That's
this.
too funny. Oh,
I didn't know this was up for debate today. So
It's not.
remember, I need time for research and
Well, that one wouldn't be hard to research, let's be honest.
well, I don't know. I'm claiming again a little bit of sickness and a slower brain. And sometimes when that happens, you don't get the sharpest person. So,
Do you know who doesn't have a slow brain?
no idea.
Somebody on hallucinogens.
That's really true.
And I'm gonna back that up with the reason I bring it up, because we don't talk about illicit
No.
hallucinogenics on our podcast. Would you like to share with the group
Okay.
what I'm bringing up?
So
Because this is very exciting to me.
Luke's been trying to do a little segue here a couple times, which is really, really
I try
great.
so hard. I could keep going.
I know.
I really could. I got them just packed away.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Let's hear another one. No,
Well,
he
that's
doesn't
not.
have
Why
it.
do you got to put me on that
Because
spot?
you said that you had another one. Well, anyhow, so I really like podcasts. I've been listening to them for a long time. You usually may or may not get into podcasting if you don't like listening to them.
That's fair.
But there's some that I've been listening to, like, that really pulled me in and made me think, like, this is just a great outlet. And one of them that has been on my, like, top favorites list is called Ridiculous Crimes. Mm-hmm. And it's this podcast. There's Zarin and Elizabeth, the two hosts of this podcast, and they'll talk about interesting crimes that happen throughout history. But it's not like a murdery one. So for folks who are, kind of squeamish about some of the, I don't know, some of those details, like
Murder, like murder.
if you're squeamish about murder,
There you go.
It's a really good podcast for folks who like that
Do they
or don't like.
do
the
they
murdery
cover
stuff.
ridiculous crimes like the ridiculous laws?
Sometimes laws
Like don't
come
get a
into it.
moose drunk after midnight in Alaska or something. There is some weird law like that, and I don't remember the specifics.
I'll tell you, sometimes when you listen to what they'll talk about is just a crime that is just so bizarre and funny. And they're hilarious when they talk about it. They're all super smart. I enjoy listening to them. But sometimes after their episode, they'll talk about a law that maybe was during their episode, they'll talk about a law that was created because of whatever the stupid crime was. As a matter of fact, very recently, they had an episode
Yes,
that was released on an important day for us,
it was.
March 24th. And in this episode, they did talk about a law that was created afterwards. But
Which was don't take hallucinogens while swimming with dolphins?
No. But what I want to do is just tell these folks is, so
I guarantee their curiosity's peaked right now.
I know. You just let me talk.
I can't.
He can't. But anyhow, I was listening to the episode, and like I said, I've been a huge fan for years. And they do this thing on their show called a talkback, where you can certainly record whatever it is. And I was listening to the show, and they were wrapping up their show, and all of a sudden I hear this voice that is familiar to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh. And all of a sudden it was really familiar to me.
Yeah.
It was me.
It was you.
It was me.
Yeah.
And I was talking, I said what I felt about their show. And I said to Luke, you've got to listen to this podcast immediately. Because we don't listen to the same podcasts all the time.
We don't.
We rarely do.
That's
I think
okay.
we both listen to this podcast.
Accurate.
But anyhow, but he didn't listen for a little bit, but I was so excited to hear myself on that podcast. And I kind of feel like we were on that podcast.
We kind of were, because you said that we have a podcast.
Yeah.
Arguing Ever After.
Yeah.
And then they said after they...
I don't want to, you should listen to the podcast, folks.
For sure. But they said to listen to our podcast.
Well, they said they would listen. They would listen.
Well, we got a mention.
We did.
And they said they'd give us a listen.
But I think they're really awesome, and I was blown away. And I'm glad that you eventually listened, because, for me, it's like I said, listen, and you should be listening that moment. Like, I send this thing. You do that to me too, though. Luke will send me a song, be like, listen to this. And I'm like,
2 weeks later, I'm like, did you listen to that song? And you're like, what song?
Yeah, but this was a big deal, because it was mentioned.
It's for sure a bigger deal than something you're interested in.
Right.
You were actually on there.
I was on there.
Which is cool.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to listen, again, it's Ridiculous Crimes. Oh,
side note, they're not paying us.
No, not at all.
Just want to make that clear.
They didn't we didn't pay them to be on.
There was no monies exchanged.
No monies, but I was really excited for it. Now, I would put their show in general, I would say it's pretty PG-13. Luke felt that maybe this episode is not appropriate for some of our younger
And that's fine.
audience members, and that is
Do you know
fine.
what is appropriate for our audience members?
No.
Going to the beach.
Is it?
Yeah. I just saw a nice picture over there of a wharf
I tell you, the
on our wall. It's a beautiful picture of Florida. It's one of our favorite spots.
It is one of our, wow, you cannot get off of the beach and all of that.
Just love it. Want to be there. Spring break is in the air, man. People are from Minnesota anyway. March in Minnesota is spring break month. And
You've said that,
it's like all I see. It's, I'm on scrolling through Facebook and it's all anyone's talking about at work. And
Last time we were at the beach was in October? Yes.
yeah. Wait, was it September? Was it October?
It was October.
Oh, yeah, it was October because Halloween.
Yes. And when I say the beach, yes, we have
Let's
beaches.
work out this shirt.
Yes. And when I say the beaches that I'm talking about is the ocean. We were at the ocean, and Luke and our daughter were actually in the ocean. I went in there for a little bit, but I like to feel the sun around me. Mm-hmm. I don't like to be cold, and sometimes the water is a little cold in the ocean. So I have a very short lifespan of being in the water. But I enjoy sitting at the back, like on the shore. I had this, I don't know, freaking herd of seagulls. I don't know what you would, a flock.
There you go.
A flock of seagulls.
I feel like a herd would be cool too.
But it was like a herd. There were so many. There were hundreds of seagulls. I purposefully sat right next to, and I'd been kind of watching them. All of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I look out at the ocean, and I see my husband and our daughter there, and then these little bobbing fins of dolphins right around Luke and Delilah. And of course, I'm like yelling. And if you ever try yelling at the beach or the ocean, no one's hearing anything.
Nobody heard anything.
But I would say within a couple feet. And so then I wisely grabbed my phone to take some video so I can show them, because they had no clue that within feet of them, there were dolphins swimming around them. When they got back to the beach, I said, "Did you see those dolphins?" And they were like, "Nope, not at all. Didn't see them.
Nope.
Are you kidding me?" And I said, "That's okay, because I got video." And I, turns out, did not get video.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a picture. I don't know what I was doing with my phone.
You thought you were on video and took a picture when the dolphins were underwater.
I don't know. It was just such a fail. Like the fail that you both didn't see the dolphins swimming right next to you.
Well, they must have been behind us.
No, they were surrounding you. There were
Well, we would have
one
seen them in
one
front
in
of
back.
us.
No, because you just weren't. You weren't
No.
noticing. I know, but you didn't see it. That was a fail.
That's true. Sure.
And I somehow messed up the recording, but I don't know.
We've had some cool close encounters with sea creatures. Manatees, also in Florida.
Yes. And lots of dolphin encounters, but dolphins kind of, I think, like the people, so it kind of makes sense.
That's true.
Also, sea creature? No, not a sea creature, but water creature. The alligators. We've seen lots of alligators swimming around, and they're kind of cute. I don't know.
Cute. It's not a word that I would use to
like
describe an alligator.
In the water, they're
The
cute.
babies are cute.
In the water, they're cute to me.
Most babies are cute.
I mean, yeah, a lot of them. But then also, we've seen a lot of sea creatures. So, Luke, let me ask you a question.
Whoa, we're not ready for that. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. In this corner, claiming to weigh in at 135 pounds, we have the illustrious, currently wearing what I have learned is not lipstick, but in fact tinted lip balm or gloss, Amber. And she's probably, that can't be right, crushing me. And she'll tell us all in the win-loss in a minute here.
And in this corner, we have Luke. And I'm thinking he's not sure about the win-loss tally. I don't know why it would be a surprise because every week it's only going to change by one.
Well, that's true.
So
Math is hard, though.
you have what we have here on our tallies is 8 ties.
Okay.
And you actually gained a win last week.
Yes.
One of our polls closed out and you took it. Apparently, people would rather curl than break dance. Whatever. I'll let it be. So you have 12 wins now.
Or I had a better argument that time. That's also possible. Sometimes the better argument wins.
Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does. So you have 12.
That's a dozen.
There you go. That seems to be one of your favorite numbers is a dozen or words. I don't know.
12's a good number.
But I have 16 wins.
That's more.
So I am winning more. But that's okay because we're coming to a new question. And apparently, the gods out there have decided that we are staying within water.
Yeah.
The show I was on
was about water.
Related creatures. Things. Yes. Last week we were talking about the water.
We were talking about eating fish.
Eating seafood. Okay.
Not seafood. You were specific. That's a later argument that you're going to lose. Because shrimp are delicious.
I don't know.
So is crab.
I don't know. Anyhow, so it felt like time to go after one of the things that happened to be on our list, which is if you could be any sea creature, Luke, what would you be?
Well, first of all, thank you for the question. Second, this is not easy because there are a literally endless amount of species in the ocean and a whole bunch yet undiscovered, which obviously we wouldn't be able to debate about. But I did a little quick research before the show, and I got even more confused and excited about the amazing array of sea creatures because there's so many that have so many traits and skills that are wild. Check this out. There's something called, I think it was a mantis shrimp. There's also a peacock shrimp. Those are two different.
Yes.
So a mantis shrimp, I'm not entirely sure, either punches with its little hands or feet so hard that it can break like aquarium glass, like if you had a little aquarium. So one of the sources said it was punched like literally at the speed of a bullet, but it's they got a little tiny arm, so it's like not an actual bullet. And then another one said that they punched very fast and many times.
Yes, I think that's what I recall.
Also capable of breaking like in your house aquarium glass. So I thought that was super wild. And then the peacock one, it was something about, or maybe that wasn't a shrimp. Like it could like light up or something, and it was all fancy. Anyway, there's a lot of crazy things in the ocean. Light up creatures, there is an abundance.
Yes.
Of light up creatures.
Yes.
One of them is like, it looks like an emerald.
Okay.
Like lit up, like out of a fairy tale. Anyway, that's not in any of the ones I picked, but it was fun doing a little research. I definitely wanted to be all the sea creatures. I think, though, and this might even be a little cliche, but I don't even care because I think they're fun and awesome. And we already referenced them via the other podcast mention. Dolphin, I think, is my choice. And I have a lot of reasons because, for one, I don't know about all the sea creatures. So there's probably different stuff that might be more fun. But I thought, well, here's reasons that I like the idea if I was going to be a sea creature to be a dolphin. One, they travel in pods or packs. Is it a pod?
It's a pod.
Pod. So I like the idea of like having a family. I don't want to be like a loner, like a great white shark. It's like, it's all sad and on its own and just wants to eat seals. Anyway.
You don't know that it's sad.
That's probably true. I'm guessing they are not. But so I like the idea that they travel in a pod. I also like the idea that they breathe air because it means you get to come up to the surface and see the sun and like that kind of had an appeal to me. And then the playfulness of them, like it's so cool to watch like well, one, it's cool to just like if you're in the ocean to have like a couple of dolphins swimming behind your boat, because that's fun to kind of watch them bounce around through the waves in the wake. But then some of the crazy stuff they do, like that's on the videos you find online, of like doing all these flips and high jumps and antics and like they do it just for the joy of doing it. Like, you know, they're out there in the wild just going crazy. Yeah. And I think that's super cool.
Yeah.
And I want to actually do, like, I want to be able to, who wouldn't want to be able to zip up out of the water and do like a triple crazy circle flip?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be super fun. And then, you know, swim at really fast speeds. Like, they could, I don't know how fast because I didn't research it, but, you know, I've seen them. They're very fast creatures. I like going fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that makes sense for me. And another big component of why I think it'd be great to be a dolphin is they communicate in like a very advanced language. And obviously, since we don't speak dolphin, we don't know what they're saying. But the more that scientists research their communication, the more they unveil. Like, it seems to continue to grow. Like that they have like emphasis, not just sounds that mean things. Like, they probably have a sound that means shark, run away, but they might have one that means like big shark or many shark, or, you know, like
quantifiable.
Yeah, like
qualitative,
I wouldn't be surprised if in another 10 or 20 years they're like, okay, so we've mapped out a whole bunch of stuff and dolphins are like wicked smart and have like they got like a whole language.
They know that they have a whole language.
But I mean like more than, because humans are good at thinking that creatures, for the most part, aren't as smart as we are.
Sure. Yes. Yes, that is.
But the more we learn about dolphins, the more they continue to discover that they're quite smart.
Yes.
And they have a big brain. And anyway, and side note, and reference to our last episode, they eat fish, and I love fish.
Yeah, a lot of sea creatures do eat fish. Not
I
all.
know. Well, not all.
There are some that don't.
Some might eat other stuff like shrimp, which is delicious.
Yeah, lots eat shrimp as well.
Yummy, delicious shrimp.
So is that?
I got sidetracked.
Here, I thought you were done
No,
arguing.
I was daydreaming again about eating delicious seafood and being on vacation.
Yeah, stay in the moment.
I'm wearing Florida clothes. This is what happened. I put on a shirt I got in Florida. I got a hat that I got in Florida.
No,
I got a picture of Florida on the walls, and in my brain, that's where I am.
We're in Minnesota podcasting.
I know, and it's like 30-something outside. Ew.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a solid number of arguments, and I think they're super cool, man.
Yeah, that's so funny because
Dolphins are cool.
I'm definitely not done, but might be done.
Might be done.
All right. So the question probably to me would be, Amber, what would you choose? But I also did a lot of thinking about this, and I also find the ocean fascinating. I find the amount of or lack of research we have into the ocean to be really something. I think it's amazing, like you said, that there's new creatures being discovered all the time. And they're so wildly different from each other, you know? And I guess we have that above or on the land too, that we have so many just different critters. But like, it seems like such a different scenario, and I think it's great that so much of it is untouched, unlike the land. And I think that's, although I'm sure there are plenty of people who say it's way too touched, and yes, I understand the barrier reef, all that, like there's lots of problems that humans are doing to the oceans. However, what is there and where it is, there's, it's just a whole nother flippin' world, and I think it's really awesome. I also could go into a lot of obscure creatures, because I've certainly spent more than my fair share of time watching about ocean creatures.
Be the Creature?
I love Be the Creature, but they didn't do ocean creatures on Be the Creature, which would make sense because they lived within the community of that animal, and it's kind of hard to live underwater making that contact all the time. Because we, as humans, need something called oxygen.
Hence the lack of research.
Well, that's probably part of it. And
it gets dark down there.
And it's also kind of hard to breathe underwater.
Yeah.
I mean, not impossible, but you don't really want to do it.
I think like
you
a
might not come
bunch
back.
of people can hold their breath for like 10 minutes or something crazy.
Really? Well, I'm not one of those.
No. I could do like a minute.
You know, I remember I used to do that type of like test when I was a kid. When you were a kid in the bathtub, did you? Yeah. But of course,
the swimming pool and lake and whatever.
Sure, but I remember like counting, like holding my breath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like really fast. I'm like, well, I totally held my breath for like 3 minutes. So
I counted to 180. That means there's 3 minutes.
It happened. I'm sure it happened. But anyhow, but I also like, even though I know there's questionable tactics, or not tactics, but whatever, it's not always the greatest, but I also like going to aquariums and seeing the water life that exists.
Sure.
And I have some favorites that I like to look at because they're just so amazing.
Too.
One of my favorites to look at, it's not going to be my vote.
That's fine.
But if you're like, okay, yeah, I've heard of dolphins and all these things. Maybe I haven't heard of those special shrimp, and you're interested in seeing a really cool one. One of my favorite looking sea creatures, it's not my choice.
Not your choice.
Is the water dragon.
Oh, I was going to say that. Is that the one that looks like a leaf?
Yes. It's a kind of
crazy.
It's related to the seahorse, and they do have them at our local Minnesota zoo, or they've had them actually. I haven't been there for a long time, but look them up. They're just crazy,
they're very cool.
Gorgeous. And then another one I think is sort of fascinating to watch are jellyfish. Because I feel like there's just nothing going on there. But
do we know what's going on with jellyfish?
I don't think we do.
Like, why are they there?
I don't know.
I don't think science knows.
It's like and to sometimes sting people. But
they're just floating around.
Yeah.
Just doing nothing.
Yeah. But so relaxing to watch. And I think that's part of the reason I like sea creatures, is unless they're, like chasing a seal or something.
Sure.
They are a lot of times just relaxing to watch. And you know what? Even sometimes when you have, like something going after a big school of fish, it's still not relaxing to watch because the movements and all of that. But so I kind of like to think about just some of the fascinating adaptations that they have. I mean, there's. Yeah. What?
I just thought of a fascinating adaptation.
Okay, let's hear it before I give my answer.
Here we go. I think it's called an arrow something, and I think it's called an arrow fish, like bow and arrow, because they shoot a water jet from their, who knows, I'm gonna assume mouth, that's so precise and fast. They shoot bugs out of trees.
Trees.
Near the water, obviously, and then they swim and they eat the bug.
Oh, smart.
Think of that. That's like, what kind of crazy...
What?
Like, you're talking about adaptation. That is a wild adaptation.
It's a wild world.
Rather than adapt to just eating stuff that's already there, they're like, no, we need the fresh kill.
Yeah. What's that up there?
I'm going to get that fancy fly right there.
Yeah. Well, it's a really interesting thing. But I like that idea of shooting things, having some of that. My pick for what I would be.
Okay.
If I were to be a sea creature, I would want to be something that is adaptable, like I said.
Okay.
That's important. Also, I like the idea of being smart, but also being purposeful, right?
Okay.
So a critter that always sticks with me for just kind of like how fascinating they look as well is an octopus.
For sure.
They are perhaps one of the most notable for me creatures of the sea.
Sure.
I mean, they have the 8 arms, which are not tentacles. Do you know the difference between an arm and a tentacle?
The squid has a tentacle?
A squid has a tentacle, but do you want to know what the difference is? An arm has the suckers all the way,
Okay.
and a tentacle is more like a club with suckers at the end.
Oh.
So for the
What was the one in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
I think it was a giant squid. That was a giant
I
squid.
think you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But octopus.
So they had club hands.
Yes. So octopus have 8 arms.
It said, "You can find me in the club."
Wow. So they have 8 arms. And these 8 arms have all the suckers. And what's super cool about it is their brain can make them move like completely independently. Like this one arm could be searching for food. Another arm could be searching for, something cool to hold on to. Like it's like they all have their own. They all are they can work independently of each other. Like for me,
Kind of like a spider.
But like, think about how hard some of that would be. I have 2 arms and I can hardly do the bat your head
You can't
and
even
rub
clap
your
your
belly.
hands.
Like, I mean, now add in 6 others, right? Like
You do have 2 other appendages, I would just like to point out.
Right, I know.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that like the way that they can move and have
It's
their own
super
purpose
fascinating.
is really fascinating. And did you know that they can regrow an arm?
Feel like I've heard that, yes.
Yeah. So if they need to let go of an arm because, like it's caught
Hold
in
on.
something.
They can consciously slough off an appendage?
Yes.
Not like it got sliced by something.
Well, there's got to be a reason they need to. They're not going to be like, cool, I'm going to hide and pretend like
I don't think they can just cut one off on their own.
It literally said that it can like release an arm. But there's got to
That
be a
is
reason for it.
crazy.
There's got to be a reason. You
Maybe
wouldn't
they
do
get
it.
stuck?
That's what I'm saying. Yes. Like it could be something that it got stuck. And then they can just grow another one. In 120 days, there's a whole new arm.
Do they have to release the whole arm? Or part of
I
the
don't
arm?
know. I don't know.
Okay,
I did not
sorry for asking
actually-
questions. You're making me curious.
I know. Well, that's the thing. There's so much to learn about an octopus.
Yeah, for sure.
Whereas, like some of them, you're like, oh, okay,
They're
cool.
the aliens of the sea.
Well, so then the other thing you're talking about, shooting stuff, right? Like, I mean, one of their defense mechanisms is to shoot ink.
Yeah.
And that, like, they're just like, poof, magic,
I thought that was squid ink.
No, they also shoot ink. Squid
They're
does
both
too.
inky.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And when they shoot the ink, then they fly, not
They
fly,
like
but they
dart
swim.
the other direction and go hide or something.
Yeah. So, like, that's also pretty cool,
Wait, who eats an octopus?
People. Lots of people eat octopuses.
There
Other
probably
critters?
is a sea creature.
There's lots of
Do
sea
they have like a
creatures.
natural? No.
I have no idea.
Okay,
I mean, I think
okay.
if you're in the sea, if you're bigger than the thing, you might
Something's
eat
gonna
it.
eat you.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
But anyhow, so they can then do that and have like their magical escape, like just like what showboating that is. Right.
I'm gone.
Exactly. Like how fun would that be to just have that ability?
That's what the magicians do with their little smoke bomb. And
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's very flamboyant, and I would be totally excited to do that. And to exit that way, like I'm out.
Sure.
Amber octopus out, and then that's that. But then the other thing that I think is really cool about octopuses versus some other creatures is that they can change color, right? And like if they have shapes on them, they can change the shapes, all sorts of things. So like, what an amazing, again, adaptation, evolution, whatever you want to call it, to be able to do that. One of the things that I've wondered, though, about animals that can change colors is can they feel the change of color?
Oh, like a chameleon? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
yeah. And I'm not actually finding, an answer to that. Now, if any of you happen to
You'd
be...
think it's got to be visual.
Well, I'm wondering if any of you listeners happen to have the ability to change colors, and let me know if you can feel it or not.
I mean, I can feel it when I turn red.
I know. Well, so wouldn't that be amazing? Like, is that uncomfortable? I don't know. My brain just kind of goes into weird places when I think about
That is
that.
an interesting thing to think about.
It is. I wonder if it would. Yeah, when you blush, you can feel that. So I don't know. You can feel a sunburn. Now
That
that's
was
an
what I
injury.
was talking about. Because again, in my brain, I'm on vacation.
You just are. Like, let's be again in the moment of
Here we
talking
are.
about sea creatures.
Yep.
And then, of course, they can like squeeze into any space because there's no hard outer shell. The only hard part in an octopus is their little beak where they're eating from. And that is like that can be moved because of I don't know what it's made out of. It's not like bone or something like that would
Probably
break.
keratin,
Well, I was reading an article.
like fingernail.
I was reading an article about a squid that was able to get out of a mayonnaise jar. Like a closed mayonnaise jar. I don't even know how this is possible. Like no, so they're really smart and they can turn and like they
Oh, like it moved the lid. I'm thinking you were saying it slipped out of the crack. I'm like, hold on a second, you can't.
Well, I didn't see a video of
They
it
got
coming
little
out of that.
suction things. So
They're really smart. Yes.
So if they suction to the walls of the thing and then suction the lid and then twist in a counterclockwise or a countering, I could see that.
They're wicked smart. I mean, like it's just they're so smart and they can use tools. Mm-hmm. I mean, they just really they're the smartest invertebrate that is out there.
That we know of.
Okay. You know what?
It's a fair statement. We know of, like, I think it's some stupid statistic, like we know something like
Sure,
5% of our oceans or something.
But anyhow.
What if there's like a superpower? What if there really are mermaids?
Oh my God.
Why are you being mean about it?
I'm not.
What if Megalodon is still alive?
These could be questions for another podcast.
What if the Kraken is real?
Again, maybe that could be for another podcast.
Kind of like a giant octopus.
Yes.
Squidopus?
I don't know. But I'm still talking about my creature.
You have been, yeah.
I know, it's because it's fascinating.
That's true.
I am one of those people that will go down any, like if there's an animal that is interesting, I will just keep going down to learn more and more about them.
You look so good right now.
Oh, thank you. See, this is him trying to silence me.
No, I'm sorry. That's how you see a compliment. Listener, I just want you to know that with the purest of heart, I found my wife to be beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And she thought I was trying to pull a move on her.
Well, here's the thing. You've been trying to segue and do lots of things this whole episode. So
I just want to be on vacation. Really
oh my gosh, we're not going anywhere. We're not right now.
Know.
I'm sorry. It is what it is.
It's okay.
But anyhow, these are the reasons why I like the octopus. I think it'd be a really fascinating creature to be, and I think that you could live a very interesting life as an octopus. I like the idea of not having, like dolphins, super beautiful, super fun, cool, but like there's too much human interaction and that's part of their curiosity. But I like the idea of kind of being like, cool, no, I'm over here in my deep, dark depths of octopi garden.
I wonder what like their purpose is. It seems like, from obviously our limited perspective, since we don't speak I almost said octopus, dolphin or octopus. It seems like the purpose of a dolphin is not that dissimilar from a person's. Like they have a family, they like to play, they talk to each other. They have whatever. And then, but I wonder, and this adds to the mystique of an octopus, I wonder what like their purpose is. Because I don't think that we've perceived,
So octopus do typically die right after, like they are one mate and done.
You mean like they make one baby and they gone?
Well, not baby, because they have many babies, but yes.
They have a hatching?
Yeah, roughly.
Wait, do they have eggs or do they have... Mammals have eggs. They don't have... They just...
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, that's kind of terrifying. How many babies does an octopus have?
I don't know.
That's another question for the listener. You're going to educate us. We're not educators here.
We're not.
I would like to know.
Yeah,
when they pop out
It's not a one. It's multiple.
a multi-hatch.
Yeah.
Is it 3 or I want to kind of know if it's a scary number. Like, do they spit out a dozen,
I don't know.
50,
What's a
100?
scary number?
I don't know, but any big number.
Like a lot of sea creatures spit out a lot.
Well, like some of them sea turtles, they'll be putting out 100 or something eggs.
Yeah. Well, that's because the chances of them continuing
Not
on
good.
is really
Not
bad.
good.
Really
a lot
bad.
of people eat them eggs.
Yeah. But like the female octopus, will kind of, apparently she sticks around with the baby octopi for a little bit and then she dies. Because she won't eat. She won't eat after her babies are born. Or
Maybe
hatched.
there's like a nobility in that. Like maybe they want it.
Purpose
as
is
such.
over. I don't know. I don't know. So they do have a little bit shorter
Doesn't
lifespan.
answer your question.
Well, what their purpose then to me would be, if they die after that, then I guess their purpose would be procreating. That would be their.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Here's why. So that's just the end of their life. Is your life defined by your death? And what
Can
you were
be.
doing at the time? I
Can
mean,
be.
it can be, but I don't know
Can
that
be.
it should be or has to be. Like maybe that just is, maybe they're driven to procreate as many creatures are, and maybe they die as, many creatures do. I mean, humans used to die a lot more than they do now.
We die. All of us do, though.
I meant in childbirth.
We're at 100%
Specific to the
death
mother.
rate
That's
for-
a common thing in the animal kingdom.
Sure.
But so like I want to know, I guess more my question should have been, I wonder what they feel their purpose is. Like are they down there building secret gardens?
Yes. There's a whole song about it by the Beatles. Isn't that the Octopus's Garden?
Octopus's Garden? Yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
But that's a
Is that
song.
the Beatles?
But that's a song. That's not science. We should really
that's-
move on. We're getting dumber every minute that
That's
passes.
That's the science.
Or
for
I
sure.
am at least. I don't know about you, but it's not getting better here.
I don't think it is. But anyhow, so my vote is for the very mystical and
Weird.
awesome
Yeah.
octopus.
And my vote is for the fun-loving, chittering little missile launchers of the mammal kingdom, the air breathers, the sun soakers, the dancers. Let's go. Dolphin. Also, everyone's got a dolphin tattoo. I win. Okay. So, how do they vote for you, Amber?
So, well, you can go and vote for which one you would rather be based on whatever reason.
Or based on the debate.
I said whatever reason, for whatever reason, whether that be debate, or you're like, you know what, I love dolphins, but Amber's way better answer.
Or Amber made a great argument, but I have a dolphin tattoo, so I
Oh
probably
gosh, don't.
I probably need to vote for dolphin. That's an option as well.
We were just talking about dolphin tattoos the other day. Was that you and me, or was that somebody else?
I don't know.
Anyhow, it's a pretty common one, those dolphin tattoos. But whether or not you have one, vote for whichever, for whatever reason, on Spotify through the Spotify poll.
Yes.
Let us know which you'd rather be, dolphin or octopi or octopuses. Both is acceptable. Did you know that?
Okay. Dolphi is not.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Well, hopefully, people, you've enjoyed the episode and you'll do the very important things that help us continue to stick around and give you new content.
Yeah.
Of very meaningful arguments.
Yes.
And
Where you might learn 4 things.
And de-learn 7.
Yes, and be misinformed.
That's right. And so you could like us and
Yes.
share
Yep.
and tell your friends
Follow, rate.
and download. Is that still a thing?
Depending on your app, you might be downloading.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can enjoy it wherever you get it, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah. Thanks so much.
Bye.